One, two, three, four.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic start to your week. Coming through because I want to talk about a couple of things in the UFO community. You know, follow up discussion, etc. And a shout out to all of you that have hit the live chat. Um, I want to start off with the first story. As you may have seen in the title, this video is titled as TikToker Admits Faking Pedregal Panama Life Form. And then YouTuber James, that's just James, finds an alien artifact in the desert. A bit of an account that seems to still be underground that needs what I feel needs a little bit more attention. Um, eh, you know, eh, but we're going to delve into that story. Okay. We'll delve into it. But let's start. I want to start with Venom Ken. All right. Venom Ken, also known as Ken Panama on TikTok, an account I've been following for a while, actually was one of the first people to report these strange videos that he was posting on his TikTok. Which okay, here was the start, right? A meteorite supposedly crashed in Pedregal, Panama, and a life form began to grow from this meteorite. And some of you may have actually seen this story or on the internet if you're on TikTok, maybe even Twitter. I know that it went out of the bounds of TikTok into Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. And again, it was this meteorite that had fell, and then Ken began to post videos of what appeared to be what they had dubbed Venom, the life form Venom. Okay, very interesting story. Let's take a look at the initial life form. Okay, this may be familiar to you guys. Actually, let me go down a little bit and see if I can catch one of the first videos that he posted. Because here's the thing, guys. He was claiming that he was sending pieces of this life form to people around the world. This is the guy that said he was, keeping this life form in a safe and that this life form was growing. And he got millions of views on TikTok. Now, as you can see there, this was the beginning, right? He claims this meteorite fell and it was just a rock. He proceeds to put a leaf on this meteorite slash rock. And a couple days later, all of a sudden, he's making videos as if a life form has began to grow out of this rock, as you can see. Now, here's the thing. Ken Panama and the biggest reason why I'm making this follow-up video is, number one, I did, report on this. And so I want to make sure all my followers are aware. Number two, Ken is still playing with us. Okay. Ken went on a Panama news station. He actually was a sit-down guest, okay, to this news station, and they did a story on the whole situation, the whole thing, right from the beginning to the end, the life form apparently, allegedly growing out of it, all the way to him sending pieces of it around the world, him placing a piece of it in a watch, and he even, claimed that pieces that were broken off were growing as well. And it became kind of scary for people around the world who's like, hey, this could be the end, you know? Again, he goes on a national news station in his country, in Panama. And what he said is he claimed, you know, he fessed up and said that it wasn't real, that he made this thing out of burnt trash bags. He used burnt trash bags to create this AKA life form, right? And, you know, as the days went on, let me just kind of show you just an example here of Ken's claims. This is one of the videos he posted where he was sending pieces of it around the world. He was sharing the love. He was sharing the love, okay? And how he got this thing to move, it was probably string. 'Cause now that I'm looking back, anytime that there was a glass case over the object, you actually don't see it move. I think that he had like some thin string attached to this and would move that string to make it move. Again, he's admitted that this was all fake and that he faked it. Why did he fake it? Because he wanted to bring, this is what he says, he wanted to bring attention to all of the trash that people leave in his country. He said that, you know, there was a lot of dumping of trash and that his country has gotten just dirty and trashy, especially in certain parts of Pedregal, in the city there. And he wanted to bring attention. You know, when there was a part in the story with Ken where he claimed he was going to go and take this life form and put it back into nature. And he proceeded to drop it off at a national state park in Panama. Allegedly, he dumped it in a pool, a natural pool of water. And that got Panama's attention because the Panama authorities subsequently left or put out a notice and said, hey, world, please know that this was the first indication that Ken had faked this situation. It was like, hey, world, this is not real. And please, if you come across something strange, call the proper authorities. And don't just go dumping, you know, life forms that grow out of meteorites into a public space. You know, as a warning to others. Now, here's the thing. How's that? I still think he had to have a string or a fan. How's this thing moving with a glass, you know, a piece of glass on it? I don't know. But again, he admitted that he's came on national television and has admitted that he absolutely faked this and that he used burnt trash cans or trash bags to create this life form. And again, here's the second reason why I'm making this follow-up video. Ken goes on national television. He tells the world, hey, this isn't real. I absolutely faked it. Yet he's still playing with us, okay? He is still posting videos as of 24 hours ago. Now, he went on national television, I want to say like at least 3 weeks ago. But he's still posting these videos on his TikTok as if this is still going on. As if this is still happening. Like we didn't see his appearance on national television. Okay, this is This is, how he claims the creature looks now, but we know based on his own words that this isn't real, okay? He told us it was fake. Now, let me see if I can find the news clip of Ken Panama going on this national news. I'm not sure if he still has it up. Let me see. Because he actually even posted a clip himself. All right. I've seen the whole entire clip. But he actually posted a small little clip of it himself. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I don't know. Ken Panama is a strange dude. He even his Halloween outfit for this past Halloween was Hong Davis. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Sister Hong Davis. The real well, she wasn't really a sister. She was a dude. She was like an escort, and she was very creepy looking. And she had a lot of clientele, a lot of famous men and not so famous men that she would record she would absolutely record all her encounters with these men and would post these encounters on the dark web. And again, very creepy individual that pretended to be a woman but was really a man, was having sex with all of these men, recording these episodes, posting them on the dark web for money, and became quite famous in his country. And they ended up catching him. And, I'm not sure if Hong Davis is still in jail or not, but to, I don't know, just to be Hong Davis for Halloween's just kind of weird. I think I don't see the clip. I believe he's removed the clip. And see, that's another thing. It's like you take the news clip down off your page that you wanted everybody to see. It's like, are you wanting people to now believe this is real still? I don't know. Ken Panama even went to the news station with a piece of this creation that he created inside an old watch. He basically kept the band and the bezel or bezel container and took out all the watch contents and placed a piece of his creation in it and was walking around with it, like it was part of a watch or something. I don't know. You have to ask Ken why he does some of the stuff that he does. But here's a prime example of Ken showing up as Hong Davis. Is that not just the weirdest Halloween outfit ever? I mean, let me go back. It's just the weirdest Halloween outfit to me. What's up, outspoken one? Good to see you. Good to see you, Emmanuel. We've got a lot of folks in the room. I see you guys. Um, Shout out to my mods as well. But yeah, that Hong Davis had like white makeup on the face. Let me see if I can actually find a picture of Sister Hong Davis. That right there is a hell of a story, let me tell you. If you ever do like some research on the Hong incident, Sister Hong incident, again, this was not a woman, it was actually a man. And he fooled a lot of people, like a lot of people. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find a photo of Hong. It's called the Nanjing Sister Hong incident. And I mean, it's straight out of a movie, y'all. Even has Hong even has a Wikipedia page, but this was Hong. This is what Hong looks like, okay? Just creepy, creepy. White face, super red lipstick, and a skirt, and usually long sleeve shirts. And when I tell you, I mean, just look. That is one creepy looking woman. A lot of men, and this is the room that she would do her streams in. Um, a lot of men got fooled by this guy, man. They would come through this door, and I actually seen a documentary about it. And I remember when it hit the news initially. I mean, I wasn't following it before it became like a national incident. But when it became a national incident, so many news articles and clips and documentaries have been created from the Sister Hong incident. And I believe Sister Hong also was like spreading HIV and stuff like that too. So if you ever want to see a very crazy documentary, and you should see just go search Sister Hong. Man, I know, right? All right. So anyway, Ken Panama uh was Sister Hong for Halloween, and I just thought that was really weird. Okay. Who wants to be that for Halloween? The sexual aspect to it all is creepy in itself. Hold that thought, folks. Yeah, very strange. All right, so enough about Sister Hong and Ken Panama, who again, I'm telling you guys, he absolutely admitted to all of this being a fake. So when I see these new like videos pop up, and he's got like this alleged life form, look, got a chain attached to it. You know that it's not real. All right. Again, he said he was trying to bring attention to all of the trash, and he's like an environmentalist, right? And so that's the reason that he gave for why he did this. Well, I'll tell you what, did a great job getting a lot of people's attention, cuz many content creators have um have made video posts about this whole story with Ken Panama. So just FYI. All right. So let's get into James. All right. I want to talk about James. James is a man, and his platform is on YouTube is James dash D6L9N. And James found what he claims is, he found an alien artifact in the desert. I don't know where James lives. I don't know any identifying information about James, but I want to show you some clips. I feel like James's story is still so underground, and I really want to see somebody do like some scientific, and James has been trying to do like some testing and things like that on this artifact that he says that he has found. But it makes me want to, how we've got the Bugosphere. You guys have heard about the Bugosphere that was found in Colombia, right? And Jamie Moussan and a whole team of people have done a bunch of testing on the Bugosphere. I feel like this artifact, this object, needs some testing as well. This object is like, again,
So I have it in this box here.
hold on. This object is like about a meter long, and it's like, I'm gonna let you see it. It's like a cylindrical object that I don't know if it's one solid piece, obviously, because we can only rely on what James has put out there. Now, here's the thing. James makes videos as he can. Been following him for a minute. And I know he works. He has to, he works away from home a few days a week. So he only has so much time to do this. And my biggest concern is this object potentially radioactive? And I think that it is. Just based on, James had like some health medical sort of things that happened to him after handling this object. And I believe he got a meter to test whether this object was throwing off radiation. And just based on some of his behavior, like not wanting to be around the object for a long period of time, I think it's an indicator that it is. And the object, while he made a video, this object literally moved itself from some posts that it was sitting on because he was looking at it outside in the sun, and it killed the grass that it was sitting on, folks. All right. It killed the grass.
So I have it in this box here outside of my car, just to be safe. When I get close to it, I almost feel like throwing up. It's kind of weird, but it seems like the thing is, it seems like it's alive and it's dying. It's vibrating in patterns, and it's vibrating weaker and weaker each time. So if I die, know that I did not commit suicide. I would never do that. I'm gonna try to bring this thing home and uncover the truth, no matter what it is. I don't care.
Okay, I put a link.
I've always been kind of attracted
I
to
put a
that
link
idea of there's something else.
to James's
So I have it in this box.
to James's channel, and so that you can actually go watch the videos and the progression of him, bringing this object home and some of the testing that he's done on it. Let's take a look at the full view of this object. And I'm curious what some of y'all's, ideas are regarding this as well. So if you have anything, feel free to comment.
It's really reflective, so I'm going to try to not reveal myself in the reflection when I show you all the markings. So here's this side. And I'm still not touching it with my hand because I think it is dangerous or radioactive or something. It's really smooth. Here's that hexagram. Which, yeah, I agree it doesn't look that good, but I can tell you I didn't make it.
What's up, King? Good to see you, sir.
Like a triangle in the middle with two lines. And it's essentially the same on this side, but the markings are slightly different, like the words on the side. Let me find that other... Oh, there it is.
Listen.
Okay, guys.
Not only now, again, I told you I've looked at all his videos, right? It's not even just like the engravings on the tip of this. It looks like one solid piece. Look at that. Like, I don't see anything, between the end of this object all the way down the object. That seems to be like a bolt or anything that even puts it together. Look at how smooth this is all the way down. And it's magnetized on each end. This is some of the, testing that James has done on this object. It actually is magnetized at each end, at the very tips. And again, there's engravings on each end, and it looks like one solid piece, but is it solid? Is it hollow on the inside? We don't know. I don't know like the mechanics behind potentially getting like a X-ray or some sort of a scan of this object, because I would love to see what's on the inside of it. I've seen some people try to encourage him to bust it open so that the inside could be viewed. But again, I would be scared to death to do that. For one, potentially ruining the object, and two, is that dangerous, right? I mean, again, he said that this object was vibrating, pulsing. He also mentioned that the object would seem hot at times and then cold at other times, okay? But let's keep listening.
Okay, guys. I guess that marks the day I posted on YouTube the full object. So now I'm gonna keep trying to post like every day so I don't disappear, but we all know how these things go, so just wish for the best for me, and I'll try to do some experiments with this and record it. I'll probably try to open it at some point, but I don't know how to do that right now. I also don't want to die if it's radioactive and blows up or something, but anyway, yeah, this is the spinning around. So you can see it's like just the common pill shape of an object.
And see, that's the other thing, guys. Like, again, you don't see any weld marks on that thing at the tips. I mean, I see no welding, and usually you can absolutely see. I don't care how good you are, you will see weld marks on something like that. I mean, at the end, the ends of it. I don't see that. Now, the other thing, and James started posting after handling this object, he even got a rash on his legs. And I believe like the object was sitting like on his, on the top of his legs. And he actually got a rash from that. And so that's when people started saying, hey, you should test this with a Geiger counter and make sure it's not radioactive. And he did order one. And he said he wasn't going to post the results of the, from the Geiger counter online, because if he did, he was afraid that, a potential 3-letter agency would show up and try to take this from him. Let's take a look at it in the sun.
Okay, guys, this is me. I'm back. At the object. As you can see, it's in a different place. It's in this box here.
And again, guys, I don't know. He found this in the desert. I'm not sure if he was out I believe he's seen it flying in the sky first. I'm pretty sure he did. He's seen it flying in the sky. And I'm not sure if like he followed, he's seen it fall and then he went to where the object fell, or if he was out there for like a completely, for maybe flying. Who knows? He could have been out flying a kite, could have been doing anything. But again, he found this object in the desert, in sand, and brought it home. And again, He's been very careful with his identity, but let's keep looking here.
Yeah, I'm actually not storing it at my residence right now. I know somebody who let me use their garage area thing. So yeah, the plan is kind of to move it around maybe once every week or something. Keep it somewhere else. Yeah, here it is. I'm not feeling anything quite yet. Any mental feelings that I was before. I'm going to move it onto some sawhorses I have sitting outside and do some experiments. I think I'm gonna start with water. Just pour some water on it, see what happens. Yeah, let me get this thing out of here. Okay, guys. Well, it's pretty reflective, so I guess I'll stand kind of out of the way. But here it is again. It feels pretty cold today, by the way. Like cold to the touch. Again, I'm not touching it with my hands. Touching it with gloves this time. Hasn't burnt me yet. Hasn't caused any feelings so far. Yeah, I'll go get some water. Gonna pour that on it. Here's this bottle of spray. This is distilled water, by the way. I didn't want to put. I'd want to like do this professionally or whatever, as professional as I can. As you can see, my setup here is very professional. Something you would have in a lab. That's sarcasm, by the way. It's just two sawhorses. Yeah. So I have been hearing that this thing might run off of water, and that it's maybe like dying now. So if I'm gonna go really slow with this water thing. I don't want it to just speed out of here and leave a hole in a building or something, but I guess let's try it. Okay, nothing there. It's very... The water does just fall right off of it, though. I'm trying to listen to it as well, to hear if it's humming or anything. Again, okay, something interesting here. There's a ladybug crawling on this. It doesn't seem to mind, neither the ladybug or the tube. Okay, guys. Yeah, now I am starting to feel stuff, though. Like that same pukey feeling. Again, trying not to get anything in the video. Yeah, I'm feeling very pukey. I didn't order it yet, but I have it in my shopping cart on Amazon, the Geiger counter. Okay, guys, I'm gonna walk away from this for a little bit here. Get behind this building. That's that same feeling again. I don't know what to do. If I can't even test this thing without, like, feeling this way, I gotta get even farther away. I can still feel it. I don't know if that had something to do with the water. It's like not even such a weird feeling. I can't describe this. It's like it's in my head more than it is in my body, but it goes right to my body. Is what I can say about it. Okay, I'm going to go back home. I'm just gonna leave the thing there sitting for a while. I'm gonna go back home and drink some water. I'll come back to it hopefully within a few hours. I don't want to leave it sitting out there, but it's pretty secure. And yeah, now that feeling's kind of going away as I get farther away from it. It's definitely something in my mind. That's what it's like I can't even think right now. Okay guys, I'll add to the video after this if I don't puke.
That's pretty scary, you know. It's literally making him sick when he's around it. I know for a fact when he was out there, you know, doing those tests or whatnot on it, this object fell or moved off of those sawhorses and killed the grass that it fell on. Okay. Because again, I've went through all these videos. I've watched all of them. So again, very interesting situation. And again, it's still very much so underground. Like I've seen a couple of people talk about this, but nothing like the Bugosphere, for example. You know, that has had worldwide attention. And I'm not sure, you know, James would even, I don't know if he would even want the worldwide attention. I would love to see him do like an interview and give us more details on like how he found this object, like the details behind that. But I'm happy with what we get at this point, you know. So again, you all definitely check this out when you get a chance. I posted a link to his channel in the chat. Check it out and go through some of his videos and check out, you know, some of the tests that he has performed. Again, like the testing the magnetism of this object, and literally the tip of each tip of this object is definitely magnetized. So, you know, I know a lot of people want him to open it up, but you know, I'm kind of scared for him to do that, honestly, because how can you safely open something like this up? You know, how? Without potentially hurting yourself. You know, I hope that there's a way.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna give another update here.
To like get a picture of the inside if possible. You know, maybe an x-ray or some sort of a scan that could potentially show what's on the inside of this thing. And here's something else too, you guys. When he first brought it home, it just reminded me, the light would dim above it. It was as if, you know, it knew he was recording or something, and the light would like literally dim and turn off. So this is just a lot of strange stuff happening, guys. A lot of strange stuff. And I can't wait. I hope that we find out more about it. But I'll leave it at that. Thanks to everybody who came through and popped in for a really quick stream today. That's all I got for you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night, and I hope that you guys do as well. I will catch you all on the next live stream. Until next time, folks.
The judgment sentence that you are an asshole. The trial is over. Thank you, everybody.
Let's play a game. You have 10 seconds to take all your stuff and get out of my life. 10, 9, 8.
God bless you, motherfucker.
You're really smart. Like really, really, really smart like I am.